I'll be out. Stay tuned.
Well, I'm just speechless. And that lunch and wild chicken, I didn't know it was ever wild. Gosh, I had no idea people live like this right out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Would you like some sugar?
Thanks.
1.
3. Well, I know it's a big load for a demi-tasse to carry. All right, I'm a hit. You know so many American words. Do you know what a hick is?
A hick is one who lives in a stick.
Sticks. Plural. Sticks.
Part of the sticks.
Hey, Mia, how long did it take you to build up a plantation like this?
Well, I came to the Pacific 25 years ago when I was a young man.
Is it true that all the planters on these islands, are they all running away from something?
Well, who is not running away from something? There are fugitives everywhere. Paris, in New York, and in Small Rock. Where you come from?
Oh, Little Rock.
Little Rock. Do you know a fugitive there?
Oh, I'll show you a clipping of Little Rock fugitive. Small Rock. Here, I got this for my mother today.
Jens and Nellie Forbush, Little Rock's own Florence Nightingale.
That was written by Mrs. Lemming, the social editor. She went to school with my mother. To read her, you'd think I'm practically the most important nurse in the entire Navy. And that it's only a matter of time before I'll be a lady admiral.
Well, in this picture, you do not look like much of an admiral.
Well, that was taken before I knew what rain, heat, and mud could do to your disposition. But it isn't raining today.
No.
Gosh, it's beautiful out here. Just look at that yellow sun. You know, I don't think we're at the end of the world like everyone else thinks. I could work myself up to getting that low. Do you think I'm crazy too?
Not at all.
Hey, I'll do over at the Fleet Hospital. You know what they call me? Not that I know it. I guess there, but I just can't help it. When the skies are bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow, and we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I hear the human race is falling on its face, hasn't very far to go. But every Buddha is selling me a bit and telling me it just ain't so. I could say life is just a bowl of jello and appear more intelligent and smart. But I'm stuck like a dope with a thing called hope, and I can't get it out of my heart. Nothing's
Yes, you say you are a fugitive. When you joined the Navy, what were you running away from?
Gosh, I don't know. I think it was more like running to something. I wanted to see what the world was like outside. Little Rock, I mean. I wanted to meet different kinds of people and find out if I liked them any better. And I'm finding out.
Would you like some cognac?
I'd love some. Wonder how I feel, living on a hillside, looking on an ocean, beautiful and still.
This is what I need. This is what I long for. Someone young and smiling, climbing up my hill. NPHS, the boat from America, comes once a month. The ladies, wives of the planters, often go to Australia during the hot months. It can get very hot here.
It can get hot in Little Rock, too.
It can. I have many books here. Marcel Proust, Andre Gide. Or did you study France in school?
Oh, yes.
Ah, then you can read French.
No, but I can conjugate a few verbs. I think you read a lot.
Well, out here one becomes hungry to learn everything, not to miss anything, or let anything good pass by. One waits so long for what is good. So when at last it comes, one must speak, and act quickly. Even if it seems almost too foolish to be so quick. I know it has only been 2 weeks. A dinner, given at your Oxford Club, wasn't it, Nellie?
Yes, it was.
And that is the way some things happen sometimes. Isn't it, Nellie?
Yes, it is.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then that somewhere you'll see her again and again. Some enchanted evening, someone may be laughing. You may hear her laughing across a crowded room. And night after night, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in your dreams. Can explain it, who can tell you why? Fools give you the reason, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find her true love, when you feel her call you across a crowded room, then fly to her side and make her your own. For all through your life you may dream all alone. Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go. I am older than you. We have children. For when I die, they will still be growing up. You could afford to take them back to America, if you love. Think about it.
Monsieur le bac, la gîte, mademoiselle, est ici. La gîte, mademoiselle, votre gîte. My jeep? Oh, my jeep! Oh, thank you, Suzette. I'm going to tune in 10 minutes.
Wait a minute, Nellie. Before you leave, I want to tell you something. A while ago, you asked me a question. Why did I leave France?
Oh, Emile, that was
No,
none
but
of my
wait.
business.
I want to tell you. I had to leave France. Because I killed a man.
Why did you kill him?
He was a wicked man. The town bully. But everyone in the village was glad to see him die. It was not I just glad. Do you believe me, Nellie?
Emile, you have just told me that you killed him, and that it's all right. Well, I hardly know you, and yet I know it's all right.
Oh, thank you, Nellie. Oh, and Nellie, do you like my place?
Yes,
Oh, and Nellie, you will think.
I will think.
Lipstick, 3 lumps of sugar in this little cup. Bloody Mary is a girl I love. Bloody Mary is a girl I love. Bloody Mary is a girl I love. Now ain't that too damn bad? Her skin is tender as a baseball glove. Her skin is tender as a baseball glove. Her skin is tender as a baseball glove. Now ain't that too damn bad? Bloody Mary's chewing beetle nuts. She is always chewing beetle nuts. Bloody Mary's chewing beetle nuts, and she don't use Pepsodent. Bloody Mary is a girl I love. Bloody Mary is a girl I love. Now ain't that too damn bad? Now ain't that too damn bad?
Hello, GI. Grass skirt. Very sexy. $4. Sexy grass skirt. Sent home Chicago to sexy sweetheart. You like? You buy? Where you go? Come back. Fine. Chipstick. Crummy GI. Sad, sad, droopy drawers.
Tell him good, Mary.
What is good?
Tell him he's a stingy stinker.
Stingy stinker. That good?
That's great, Mary. You're learning fast.
Stingy stinker. I learn fast. Pretty soon I talk English good as any crummy Marine.
What is that thing?
His head, $50.
What's it made out of?
Made out of head. He's real human.
Why is it so small?
Schlug. Only way to keep human head is slinkum.
No, thanks.
What else you got there, Mary?
$4. Sent from Chicago to sexy sweetheart. She make wave like this.
Look, fellas, it moves.
Here we are, sweetie pie. Put them down over there, Stu Pot. These beautiful grass skirts were made by myself, Stu Pot here, and 3 other CBs. That's Navy construction engineers. In half the time it takes you and your native workers to make them. See? No stretch. Now look them over and give me your price.
Hey, look at that shirt.
Take it up, the manager.
Hey, big dealer. Hey, Luther Billis.
What's your trouble? What can I do for you, my boy?
Look at that shirt.
The Billis Laundry is not responsible for minor burns and tears. Well, what do you say? What am I offered?
All hands sewn.
You hear that? You could probably sell them to the chumps for $5 or $6 a piece. Now let's make a quick deal. I'll give you the whole bunch for, say, $35.
I give you $10.
What?
Not enough?
You're damn well right, not enough.
Tell you damn well deep.
Now see here, dragon lady. You gave me an order. Hey, what's that you got there? A boar's tooth bracelet? Where'd you get it? Over there on Valley High?
You like?
You know what this is? A bracelet made out of a single boar's tooth. They cut the tooth out of the boar's mouth in a big ceremonial over there on Valley High. There ain't a souvenir in the whole South Pacific as valuable as this. What do you want for it, Mary?
$100.
$100? That's cheap. I thought it'd be more.
I don't see how she can turn him off for that.
Make you special offer, big dealer. Give you boar's tooth bracelet for all grass skirts.
It's a deal.
Wait a minute, it's no deal till you throw in something for good luck.
All right. What do you want me to throw in?
$100, good luck.
Well, you don't run into these things every day. Why, they're as scarce as hen's teeth.
They're bigger, too.
That damn Valley High, why does it have to be out of bounds? You can get everything over there. Drunken heads, bracelets, old ivory.
Young French women.
Knock it off. I'm talking about souvenirs.
So's he.
We gotta get a boat and get over there. I'm feeling held down again. I need to take a trip.
Only officers can sign out boats.
I'll get a boat, all right. I'll latch onto an officer who's got some imagination. Someone who'd like to see that Boar's Tooth ceremonial as much as I would. It's a hell of a ceremonial. Drinking, dancing, everything.
Why, you big phony? We all know why you want to go over to Valley High.
Why?
Because that's where the Franklin took all the young women when they heard the GIs were coming, that's why. It isn't Boar's teeth, it's dames.
It's Boar's teeth. And dames. We got sunlight on the sand, we got moonlight on the sea, we got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off a tree. We got bowling balls, big one and a one and 10 games. What we got? We ain't got days. We get packages from home, we get movies, we get shows, we get speeches from our skipper and advice from Tokyo Road. We get letters to support you, we get Susie from the swell. What don't we get? You know damn well. We got nothing to put on a clean white suit for. What we need, there ain't no substitute for. There is nothing like a day. Nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. We feel restless, we feel blue, we feel lonely and in grief. We feel every kind of feeling, but the and everything. We feel hungry as a wolf out when he went riding hood. What don't we feel?
We don't feel good.
Lots of things in life are beautiful, but brother, there is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other. There is nothing like a day, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. Nothing else is built the same. Nothing in the world.
Have something to be framed, like the silhouette of a day.
There is absolutely nothing like the frame.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, Miss Forbish?
Have you done what you promised?
Yes, Miss Forbish. I did it all last night. Got it done. You don't have to open it here.
You do such beautiful work. We even did the pleats in my shorts.
Pleats ain't hard. You better run along now and catch up to your game.
Oh, pleats are very hard. How do you do such delicate work at night, in the dark?
Well, there was a moon.
There was a moon.
A full moon.
Well, how much was there?
Oh, well, not from you, Miss Forbish.
Gosh, I guess I'm just about the luckiest nurse in this island to have found you. Well, goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
the officers can have them.
Hey, God.
Well, they can have them.
So suppose the day rides and
We'll ask them for $1 at 7 o'clock.
it's a waste of time to worry over things that they have not. So be thankful for the things they've got. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame. There are no books like a dame, and nothing looks like a dame. There are no drinks like a dame, and nothing thinks like a dame, and nothing acts like a dame, or attracts like a dame. There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here that can't be cured by putting him near a girly, womanly, female, feminine dame.
Hello.
Hello.
You make trouble for me?
Huh?
Are you the crummy major?
Nah, I'm even crummier than that. I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant?
Lieutenant.
Hiya, Lieutenant. You on the run?
Just came in on that Catalina.
Yeah, where from?
Little island south of Marie Louise.
Ah, then you've been up there where they use real bullets.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Lieutenant, you damn sexy man.
Thanks. You're pretty fit yourself.
You damn sexy.
Who is she? She's Tonkinese. Used to work for a French planner.
French planet stingy stinkers.
Say, I wonder if any of you know a French planner named Emile Debec.
Emile Debec? I think he's the guy that lives atop of that hill over there. Do you know him?
No, but I'm going to.
Hey, Lieutenant. Real human head. You got sweetheart sent home Chicago to sexy sweetheart.
She's a Philadelphia girl, and I don't think she'd like
What's
that.
that Philadelphia girl? What's that mean? No sexy? You like I give you free.
Free! You never give me nothing for free.
You know sexy like Lieutenant. Hey,
No thanks. Where'd you get that thing anyways?
Bali High.
Hey, there's your officer.
That's that island. Over there with the two volcanoes. Officers can get launches and go over there.
Valley High. What does that mean?
Bali High mean I'm your special island. Mean here am I. Valley High is your special island, Lieutenant. I know. You listen, hear island call to you. Listen.
I hear the sound of the wind and the waves, that's all.
You know hear something calling? Listen.
I think I hear something.
Hear voice?
running around over there. But you being an officer, you could get a launch. Why, I'd even be willing to requisition a boat for you. What do you say?
No.
I see what you mean. Being out of bounds and all, it would take a lot of persuading to get me to go over there. But there is another thing that goes on over there. The ceremonial of the boar's tooth. After they kill the boar, they pass around coconut liqueur. And women dance around with just skirts on. Everybody gets to know everybody pretty well. And I thought that you, being up in the shooting war for such a long time without getting any recreation, I thought you might be interested.
I am, but I've got to report to the island commander.
Oh, Professor, take him up in the truck.
Professor?
That's because he went to college. You go to college?
Well, yes.
Where?
Princeton University.
Oh, folks got money, huh, Lieutenant? Well, don't be ashamed of it. We understand. Say, would you like to hear the professor talk some language? What would you like to hear? Grecian? Latin? Give him some Latin.
Rectius vides vici.
Ain't that sensational?
Nec ve altem semper urgendo du cocellas.
All right, Lieutenant. Now, what did he say?
I'm afraid I haven't the slightest idea.
What's the matter? Didn't you graduate? Of course I did. Take him up to the buildings.
I am.
Here you go.
Here she is, sir.
You're causing an economic revolution on this island. These French planters can't find a native to pick a coconut or milk a cow because you're paying them 10 times as much to make those ridiculous grass skirts.
French planet stingy stinkers!
Sir, may I make a suggestion, sir?
Who are you?
Billis, sir. Luther Billis. And I've got your situation well in hand. The native workers can now go back to work on the farm. The demand for grass skirts can be met by us, Seabees.
Dressmakers? Do you mean to tell me that the construction engineers of the United States Navy are now sitting around in sewing circles?
Well, if the idea does not appeal to you, just let me know, right this minute. Just say the word. Just pretend I never brought it up.
Luther Billis.
Yes, sir.
Nothing, just make a mental note. I want to be sure not to forget your name.
I want to see you all pick up every scrap of this paraphernalia now. And for the last time, carry it down there beyond that fence. Off Navy property.
Come on, everybody carry all this stuff and take it over that fence.
That's right. Take it way down there, as far as you can go. Off Navy property. Come on, let's go. Take it way down there. Off Navy property.
You go too.
All right, Lieutenant. Thank you.
Lieutenant, who are you anyway?
I'm Lieutenant Joseph Cable, sir. I just flew in on that Catalina.
A joyride?
No, sir, orders.
A marine under orders to me?
Yes, sir.
I'm Captain Brackett.
Well, how do you do, sir? Sir, may I ask what happened to your leg?
Even island commanders get injured every once in a while. Well, what's it all about?
My colonel feels that all these islands are in danger because none of us have been getting first-hand intelligence, and what we need is a coast watch.
A coast watch?
You know, a man hiding out on one of those Japanese-held islands where we can watch for Japanese ships when they start down the bottleneck.
What do you think, Bill?
Well, sir, our pilots could do a hell of a lot to Japanese convoys with information like that.
Of course, you have to sneak this man from a submarine at night.
Yes, sir.
Well, who's going to do it?
I've been elected, sir.
You've got quite an assignment, son.
How long do you think you could last there sending out messages before the Japanese found you?
I think I'd be okay if I could take a man with me who really knew the country. Headquarters have found out there's a man who used to have a plantation on Marie Louise Island.
Marie Louise? That's a good spot, right on the bottleneck.
What's this Frenchman's name?
Emile Debec.
Cable. Meet me in my office in about a half an hour.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Bill. Maybe you and I will get into this war yet.
Hey, when are you guys gonna get that lumber down in our area?
Knock it off.
We'll never get it finished by Thanksgiving.
Say, did you tell the guys at the shop to stop working on those grass skirts?
Sure, they just turned out one of these. What do you think of it?
That doesn't look like a dried up human head. Looks like an old orange painted with shoe polish.
That's what it is.
Go back try it again. If I order a dried up human head, I want a human head dried up.
Phyllis, we can't...
Oh, I know, you don't understand. Wait, here he comes. Just keep walking, Lieutenant. Just pretend like we're talking casually. I got the boat.
What boat?
Just keep walking. I signed the boat out in your name. We're shoving off the Belly High in 45 minutes.
No, we're not. I've got to see Captain Brackett.
Lieutenant, what are you trying to do to me? I signed the boat out in your name.
You're just the one to go back and cancel it. Now forget the whole thing, all right?
Lieutenant, you and me are going on a boat trip. Whether you like it or not.
Cable, I've got some dope on your Frenchman. Marie-Louise Island. Moved down here 16 years ago from France. Lived with a Polynesian woman for about 5 years. 2 children by her. Here's one thing I think we've got to clear up. Seems he left France in a hurry. Killed a guy. What do you think of that?
Might be a handy man to have around.
Cable.
Good. Send her in. No, we haven't got time for her to change uniform now. Just send her in.
Captain Brackett, please excuse the way I look.
Oh, you look fine, Miss Forbush. May I present Commander Harbison?
I have the pleasure of meeting Miss Forbush twice a week. We serve together in the J Entertainment Committee.
May I also present Lieutenant Joseph Cable? Sit down, Miss Forbush. Bill, could you have those? Thank you. How's the Thanksgiving entertainment coming along?
Very well, thank you, sir. We practice whenever we get a chance.
About a week ago, you had lunch with the French planter, Emile de Bec.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about him?
What do I know about him?
That's right.
Well, we met at an officers' club dance. He was there, I met him, and, well, then we had lunch together that day.
Yes. Now, can you tell me what kind of man he is?
Well, he's very nice, he's kind, and he's attractive. Well, I just don't know what you want to know about him, sir.
Miss Forbush, did you discuss politics?
No, sir.
Commander, would you have discussed politics? Now, what we are specifically interested in is, when these fellows come out of France, it's generally because they've had some sort of trouble. Do you know anything about that? What do you know about his family?
Oh, he has no family, no wife, nobody.
He hasn't any children?
No, sir.
And you say he's never told you why he left France.
Yes, sir. He left France because he killed a man.
Did he tell you why?
No, sir, but he will if I ask him.
Well, Miss Forbush, that's exactly what we'd like to have you do. Find out as much as you can about him. His background, his opinions, and why he killed this man in France.
In other words, you want me to spy on him?
Well, I'm afraid it's something sort of like that.
Why? Do you suspect him of anything?
Well, no. It's just that we don't know very much about him. And, well, will you help us, Miss Forbush?
I'll try.
Thank you. You may go now if you wish.
I don't know very much about him, really, do I?
Kept a few secrets from her, hasn't he?
Well, you don't spring a couple of Polynesian kids on a woman right off the bat.
I'm afraid we aren't going to get much out of her. She's obviously in love with him.
I find that hard to believe. They tell me he's a middle-aged man.
Cable. It's a common mistake for boys of your age and athletic ability to underestimate a man who has reached his maturity. I myself am over 50. And Cable, I may be disabled, but I, by any means, don't consider myself through. What's the matter, Bill?
Oh, nothing, evidently.
Okay, Cable. See you at shower.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Bill. What makes you so damn sure this mission won't work anyway?
Marie-Louise Island is 24 miles long and 3 miles wide. Let's say that every time they send out a message, they move to another hill. It seems to me, looking at this optimistically, they could last about a week.
Of course it would be worth it if it was the right week. With decent information, our side could get moving. Operation Alligator could get off its can.
Here it is, sir. I got it.
Thank you. Okay, Bill. See you at Chow. See you at Chow, Bill.
Oh, yes. See you at Chow.
Did you get the right address?
Yes, Miss Amelia Fortuna, 325 Food Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio.
That's right. I want to package it myself.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, hurry up. I said hurry up.
Going back to the beach, Nellie?
Letter from home?
Yes. Do you get letters from your mother telling you everything you do is wrong?
My mother thinks everything I do is right. Of course, I don't tell her everything I do.
My mother is so prejudiced
Against Frenchmen?
against anyone outside of Little Rock. She makes a big thing out of two people having different backgrounds.
Ages?
Oh no, my mother thinks older men are better for a girl than younger men.
It's been a very discouraging day.
Do you agree with my mother about people having things in common? For instance, if a man likes those symphony records and she likes Dinah Shore, and while he reads Marcel Proust and while she doesn't read anything, what do you think? Do you think mother's right?
She might be.
Well, I don't think she is.
Well, then maybe she's not.
Well, goodbye, Lieutenant. You've helped a lot.
Say, you don't know so much about that guy. You should read that letter over 2 or 3 more times.
I'll show you what I think of that idea.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I thought Miss Warbish was here. I brought some hot water for her.
Hot water?
She likes to take a shampoo on Fridays.
Hello, Luther.
Hi, Miss Warbish. I brought some hot water for you.
Thanks. It'll do me a lot of good to get some of this sand out of my hair.
Oh, and if you need some more hot water to rinse out your hair, my bath club boys will take care of you. Oh, and when you're ready, just pull that lever, just like you was gonna flood. Just like you was pulling down a window shade. Take care of her, boys.
Well, what do you want? Huh? What do you want? Ooh, Iron Belly. Captain Bracken? Huh? Oh, nothing important. Something about the Thanksgiving show. Then what's the trouble, Knucklehead? Huh? I said, what's the trouble? Nothing. There's not going to be any more trouble anymore because I've made up my mind about one thing. It's all off. With him? Uh-huh. I'm gonna break it off clean before it's too late. Well, what happened? What'd he do? Well, he didn't do anything. It's just that, well, I don't know very much about him. And before I go any further with this thing, I'm just not going to get started. Do you think so too, Lisa? I guess I do. You do? Well, I guess I do too then. Well, don't look so dramatic about it. Things like this happen every day. I'm gonna watch that man right out of my head. Gonna watch that man right out of my head. Gonna watch that man right out of my head and send him on his way. Gonna wave that man right out of my arms. Gonna wave that man right out of my arms. Gonna wave that man right out of my arms and send him on his way.
it a new American song?
It was an American type song. We were kind of putting in our own words. Where is everybody?
It's strange to an American song. In all of them, one is either wishing to get rid of one's lover or one weeps for men one cannot have.
Of course.
I like a song which says, I love you, you love me. Isn't that fine?
Yes, that's fine.
Well, I'd like to know if you're at the hospital. To ask you to my home for dinner next Friday.
Oh, Emil, I don't think I'll be able to make it.
But I've invited all of my friends. The planters colony.
Oh, a big party. Well, then if I can't come, you won't miss me.
But it is for you. It is for my friends to meet you. And for more important, for you to meet them. I want to give you an idea of what your life would be like here. I want you to know more about me. How I live and think.
Know more about you?
Why, yes. You know very little about me.
That's right. Would you sit down? Do you think about politics much? And if so, what do you think about?
Do you mean my political philosophy?
I think that's what I mean.
Well, to begin with, I believe in a free life. And freedom for everyone.
Like in the Declaration of Independence?
Say, sir, all men are created equal, isn't it?
Do you really believe that?
But of course, Nellie.
Oh, thank goodness.
It is why I am here. Why I killed a man.
Oh, yes, I've been meaning to ask you about that, too. I don't want you to think I'm prying into your private life, you know, asking you a lot of questions, but I always think it's interesting why a person, well, kills another person.
Of course, Nellie, that has worried you. When I was a boy, I carried my heart in my hand. So when this man came to our town, though my father thought he was good, I thought he was bad. When I was young, this man attracted all the mean and cruel people to him. And soon he was running our town. He could do anything and take anything. But I didn't like that. I was young. I stood up in a public square to make a speech. To ask everyone in the village to stand up with me against this man.
What did they do?
They walked away.
Why?
Because he was standing there behind me. Well, I turned to him and he said, I'm going to kill you now. Well, we fought. I was never so strong. I knocked him to the ground and he fell. Yes, like a stone. Well, I ran to the water and joined the cargo boat. I didn't even know where it was going. When I stepped off that boat into another world, what I am now, where I want to stay. Nellie, will you marry me? There are so few days left in our lives, Nellie. The time I have with you now is most precious. Have you been thinking?
I have been thinking. Born on the opposite sides of the sea, we are as different as people can be.
It's true.
And yet you want to marry me.
I do.
I've known you a few short weeks, and yet somehow you've made my heart forget all of the men I have ever met but you.
Who can explain it? Who can tell you why?
Who's give you reason?
Wise men never cry. Will you come Friday?
She sure washed them men out of her hair. You always make me go.
I expect everyone in my crowd to make fun of my proud protestations of faith and romance. And they'll say I'm naive as a babe to believe
you give us your answer, I would like to impress you with 3 things. First, this is a very dangerous mission, and there's no guarantee that you will survive or that it will do any good. Second, you are a civilian, and you don't have to go. Third, that it might do a great good. It might be the means of turning the tide of the war in this area.
Will I understand these things?
Then are you ready to give us your answer?
Yes, I am. My answer must be no. For when a man faces death, he must weigh his values very carefully. He must weigh the sweetness of his life against the thing he has to die for. The probability of death is very great for both of us. I know that island well, Lieutenant Cable, but I am not certain that I believe what you asked me to.
We're asking you to help us with the Japanese. It's as simple as that. We're against the Japanese.
I know what you are against, but what are you for? When I was 22, I thought the world hated bullies as much as I did. It was so foolish. They killed me. And I was forced to flee to an island. Since then, I have asked no help from anyone, or any country. I have seen these bullies multiply and grow strong, where the world just sat by and watched.
To hell with this tobacco, let's be honest. Aren't you just a guy in love with a girl, and you're putting her above everything else in the world?
Yes, I do care about my life rather more than anything else in this world. It is the only thing that is important to me. This I believe in. This I am sure of. And this I have. And I cannot rest to lose it. Good day, gentlemen.
He's an honest man, but he's wrong. Of course, we can't guarantee him a better world if we win. Point is, we can be damn sure it'll be worse if we lose, can't we? Well, can't we?
Of course. Cable, I think there's a bottle of scotch in my bottom drawer. See you tomorrow.
This is the one he means.
Commander Harbison, the old man walked right on me with all this orders to be signed. There's no one deliberation of French planets here to claim off the stolen pig, the one that's supposed to barbecue. Commander Hunt's here.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Well, okay, sir.
So, what should I do, Commander Harbison? Go back to my outfit tonight?
No, take a couple of days off and unwind.
Unwind?
Sure, take a boat. Go fishing.
Boat? Look, Willis, I didn't come over here to Valley High to see anybody cut any boar's teeth out.
It ain't the cutting of the boar's teeth exactly. It's what comes afterwards.
I take you with me. Come, Lieutenant, you have good time. Phyllis, my son takes you to war ceremony. Lieutenant, come later. Come, Lieutenant, you have good time.
What's going on, Mary?
You wait.
But there's nobody around.
You wait, Lieutenant. You like
Who is she?
Liat. Is French name. But she no French girl. She Tokanese like me. We very pretty people, no?
Do you speak English?
Only a few words. She speak French. Français. Je parle français un peu.
Moi aussi un peu. Are you afraid of me? Votre ami un peu?
No. Oui. No.
like you to come here and... I don't get it. Cette vie est femme, votre amie?
Ma mère.
Your mother? Bloody Mary is your mother? But she didn't tell me.
No, no.
Let them wait. I touch your hand and my arms grow strong. Like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face, and I hold the world in my embrace. Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June are the gentle lips you gave me, gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you, angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to me. And when your youth and joy break my arms and fill my heart as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am And when your youth and joy invade my arms and fill my heart as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am
The bell again! Ring the bell again! I'll take another one of those.
You come. You'll be here soon. Don't worry, Billis.
Oh, Mary, tell those big old Boris II ceremonial guys not to bar me from the island. I didn't know it was a religious dance they were doing with just skirts on. If I had the slightest idea that the dance was supposed to have been religious, I would have never gotten up and danced with them. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
He's gonna be my son-in-law. Bye. Bali hi. Come back soon. Bali hi.
Bonsoir.
Merci, merci, bonsoir.
Maintenant, des bons.
Abito, bali hi.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
No, Nelly, en français.
Well, je suis enchanté de faire votre connaissance.
Oh, it's not bad. Not great, but it's not bad.
Emil, you know I can't stay, and I've got to get that Jeep back. I stole it. Or rather, I borrowed it. Or rather, a fellow stole it for me. A wonderful man named Billis. I'll have to sneak around behind the hospital as it is.
In that case, Nellie, I forbid you to go. If you must sneak back without anyone seeing you, you might as well sneak back later.
You're absolutely right. Gee, I never had such a wonderful time in my whole life. All those lovely people. Oh, and that cute old man who spoke French with me and made believe he understood me. And that exciting native couple who danced for us. Oh, it's all so different from Little Rock. What on earth we have nothing in common. But she's wrong. We have something very important in common, very much in common.
Yes, we are both in love.
Yes, but more than that. We're the same kind of people fundamentally, you and me. We appreciate things and we get enthusiastic about things. We're not blasé. You know what I mean?
We are both knuckleheads, cockeyed optimists.
I hear the human race is falling on its face.
There's a very far to go.
But that beautiful will is selling me a bill and telling me it just ain't so.
I could say life is just a ball of jello and appear more intelligent and smart. But I'm stuck like a dog with the thing called hope, and I can't get it out of my heart. Nothing's Nellie, I have a surprise for you. Sit over here, please. Something I meant to carry for 2 days. Close your eyes and no peeking. I'm gonna watch that man right now. Oh, merci,
Oh,
merci.
you're the cutest things I ever saw in my whole life. What are your names? Oh, you probably can't understand a word I'm saying, but oh my goodness, you're so cute.
Nellie, I would like you to meet Ngana and Zeron. Ngana and Zeron, this is Nellie.
Nelly?
Wants to know, I'll eat, beat.
Bon appetit. Bonsoir, Nelly. Bonsoir. 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 Oh, aren't they adorable?
Yes.
Those big black eyes staring out at you and those cute little faces. Are they Suzette's?
They're mine.
All right, they look exactly like you, don't they? Where do you hide their mother?
She is dead, Nellie.
Oh, Emil. They are yours.
Yes, Nellie, I am the father.
And their mother, she was a...
Polynesia. She was beautiful and charming, too.
Even she...
Nellie, I want you to know I have no apologies. When I came to the island as a young man, I did best I could.
Of course.
But I have not been selfish. And no woman has ever hated me or tried to hurt me.
Oh, no woman could ever want to hurt you, Emil. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I promised to get that Jeep back home. This is awful. Look at the time.
Wait, please. I'll drive you home.
Oh, you do no such thing anyway. I can't leave the Jeep here. I've got to get it back.
Nellie, don't go now. Not yet, please.
Oh, I'll never be able to face the girls at the hospital. Well, you can't imagine the way they look at you when you come in late. Oh, I'll call you, Emil. I'll come by tomorrow. Oh, no, dear. There's those awful rehearsals for Thanksgiving Day. Well, I'm teaching them how to do dance, and they want to practice day and night. Oh, it was the nicest party. You made the perfect toast. Please stay here, Emil. Please.
Nellie, I love you.
Jeep,
Do you hear me? I love you.
And I love you too, honestly, I do. Please let me go. Please
Nellie.
let me go.
Nellie!
It has been called to our attention that owing to some trouble with the mimeograph, the last part of the program is sort of blurry, so I'll read off who did the last numbers. The handstand was by Marine Sergeant Johnson. The Russian Kazutska was done by Lieutenant J.G. Bessie Mesu Eller Jager. The solo, featuring the hitch, kick, and scissors, those are the names of the steps, was by Ensign Cora McCrae and Ensign Connie Paluska. Pinwheel, you know, was by Stupon. I mean George Watts, Carpenter's Mate, 3rd class.
2nd class. I get lost.
The multiple revolutions, and incidentally the dance steps, were by Ensign Nellie Forbush. And next is a most unusual treat, an exhibition of weightlifting by Marine Sergeant Thomas Hassinger and Sergeant Kenneth Johnson, Marine Corporal.
We'll have the other generator in a minute. They got the truck lights on. That's something.
The weightlifting act got started.
Good. What I can't understand is how some guys ain't got the artistic imagination to put gas in a generator so a show can be a success. Especially when you're on the committee.
Hey, you're on the committee too, and why'd you tell us it wasn't gassed up?
Look, I'm acting in the show, and I'm stage manager and producer. I can't figure out everything, can I?
Sure you can. Just put your two heads together.
How's the weightlifting act going?
I can't tell. Nobody's clapping.
Well, if nobody's clapping, then it ain't going good. You ought to be able to figure that out. Just put your two heads together.
Hey, you was one of the two heads.
Pardon. Can you please tell me where I can find Miss Warbush?
She's on stage now. She's the MC. She can't talk to anybody right now. Do you want me to take the flowers into her?
No, I prefer to get them to myself.
Are you Mr. DeBeck?
Yes.
Look, Mr. DeBeck, do me a favor and don't see her tonight.
Why?
Because we got her in a great mood for the show, and I don't want anything to upset her again.
She's been upset.
Upset? She's asked for a transfer to another island. And the day before yesterday, she busted out crying right in the middle of her rehearsal. Said she wouldn't go on with the show. And thus Captain Brackett talked to her and told her how important it was to the men on the base. So do us all a favor and don't try to see her tonight.
She has asked for a transfer?
Don't tell her I told you. Nobody's supposed to know.
I must see her tonight.
Then stay out of sight until after the show. I'll take the flowers into her.
Phyllis! Phyllis!
Lieutenant Cable?
Lieutenant Cable's supposed to be a little better at the hospital.
You have not been well?
I'm okay now. Can't keep me in that damn place any longer. Say, I'm looking for a guy named Phyllis. A great guy for getting posts. I've got to get to my island.
What?
A damn island with two volcanoes on it. You ever been over there?
Yes.
I used to go over there every morning till this damn malaria stopped me. Warm rain, playing across my face, beginning to see her.
My man,
Last night, I thought I was dreaming. What are you doing here?
She come in big white boat, bigger than your boat. Belong Jacques Barrère. He want to marry Liat. You know him? Is white man too, and very rich.
Is that the one you told me about? The one who drinks? Oh my God, you can't let her marry a man like that.
Okay, don't marry her.
Tais-toi! Les malades, come on. Lieutenant Cable, I am worried about you. Not been well. Could you please let me take you back to the hospital?
You're worried about me? That's funny. Guy who lives on an island all by himself, doesn't have to worry about anyone, Germans, Japanese, Americans. Why pick out me to worry about?
Lieutenant, you like Liat. Marry Liat. You have good life here. I am rich. I saved $600 before war. Since war, I make $2,000. War go on, I make maybe more. Sell grass skirts, forest teeth, real human head. Give all the money to you in Liat. You don't have to work. I work for you. All day long, you and Liat be together. Walk through the woods, swim in the sea, sing, dance, talk happy. Don't think about Philadelphia. It's no good. Talk about beautiful things. Make love all day long. You like, you buy. Happy talk, big talk, and happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You got to have a team. Don't
grandfather. It's kind of a lucky piece, too. My dad carried it all through the war.
Lieutenant, when I first met you, I know you good man for Liat, and she good girl for you. You have special, good babies.
Married? I couldn't marry Liat.
Was your last chance? Now she marries Jacques Ferrer. Come, Liat, give me watch. Stinky stinker.
Hey, did you get a load of that milk Chinese, babe?
Yeah.
Now, boys, before we come to the last act of our show, it is my great pleasure to bring you our skipper, Captain George Bracken.
Up to now, our side has been having the hell beat out of it in both hemispheres, and we're not going to get home before this situation is reversed. It may take a long time before we can get any big operation underway, so it's things like this show tonight, that keep us going. Now, I understand that I am not generally considered the sentimental type.
You can say that again.
Once or twice, I understand I have been referred to as Old Iron Belly.
Once or twice.
I resent this very much, because I have already chosen that as my private name for our executive officer, Commander Harbison. Commander Harbison, come on out here and take a bow. Now, I want you to know that both Old Iron Belly sat here tonight and had a hell of a good time. And I want to thank those nurses and CVs that made these costumes, songs, and grand jokes. And I'd like to say on this Thanksgiving Day, from all of us to all of them, thank you. And now I'm going to ask Commander Harbison to announce the next act, which will be the finale of our Thanksgiving entertainment. Commander?
The next and last will be a song sung by Bosun Butch Forbush, and that Sarah Coral Seas, gorgeous, voluptuous, and petite, Mademoiselle Lutheria Phyllis?
My doll is as dainty as a sparrow. Her figure is something to applaud. She's as narrow as an arrow. And she's broad, where broad should be broad. That's my
fun to think of me tonight. I really appreciate it. Just don't know how much.
Miss Forbish, I'd like to have you know that I consider you the most wonderful woman in the entire world, even including the fact that you're an officer. But I can't go on being such a heel as to let you think that I thought of giving you those flowers.
But you did give them to me, didn't you?
Here's the card that came with them. Are you all right, Miss Forbish? Look, I'll be up around the area here if you need me. Just sing out.
What's the matter, Nellie the nurse? Having diplomatic difficulties with France?
Joe, okay, but who let you out of the hospital?
Me, I'm okay.
Joe, you're trying to get over to Valley High. That little girl you told me about.
Leah? I've just seen her for the last time, I guess.
Oh, Joe.
You know, I just saw myself saying I couldn't marry her. What's wrong with me? What kind of a guy am I anyways?
You're all right. You're just far away from home. We're both so far away from home.
Nellie, I must see you.
Neil.
Please excuse us again, Gables.
No, wait a minute, Joe. Stay, please. I've been meaning to call
Nellie,
you,
you
but...
have asked for a transfer. Why? What does this mean?
I'll explain it to you tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. Now. What does this mean, Nellie?
It means I cannot marry you. Do you understand? I cannot marry you.
Because of my children?
No, not because of your children. They're sweet.
Is it their Polynesian mother, then? Their mother and I?
Yes. I just can't help it. It's not that I can give you a good reason. There is no reason. This is emotional. Something that's born in you.
It is not. I do not believe that this is born in you.
Then why do I feel the way I do? All I know is I just can't help it. Joe, please explain the way we feel.
Nellie.
Darn, are you ready? Yes, Nellie.
Nellie. But what makes her talk like that? Why do you have these feelings, you and she? I do not believe that this is born in you. I do not believe it.
Well, it's not born in you. It happens after you're born. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people who are different. Hate the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught.
This is just the kind of ugliness I've been running away from. It has fallen all these years, all this way, and now it has found me.
You know, if I get out of this thing alive, I'm not going back there. I'm coming back here. All I care about is right here.
And when all you care about is here, this is a good place to be. And when all you care about has been taken from you, well, then there is no place.
Say to Beck, would you reconsider going up to Marie Louise with me? I mean, now that you haven't so much to lose. We could do a good job, I think, you and I. You know, back home when I used to get in a jam, I used to go hunting. Great hunting around Marie Louise. Japanese carriers, cargo boats, troop ships, big game. Say when I land, what side of the island should I land on?
The south side.
But why?
There is a cove and rocks. I've sailed in and out of these rocks many times.
Can a submarine get between these rocks without being observed?
Yes, if you knew the channel.
And after I land, what will I do?
Get in touch with two of my friends, Basil and Inato. Two black men, wonderful hunters. They will hide us in the hills.
Us? You're going with me?
Of course. You are too young to be left out alone. Let's go tell Captain Bright.
Wait till old Iron Belly hears about this. He'll jump out of his skin.
I would like to see this kind of jump.
What's that? What's that? Hey, what was that?
That was nothing, sir.
Sounded to me like someone was trying to send a message. Sounded like code.
That was not code, sir. It was contraction of the tin rub. The metal cooling off at night.
Oh.
If you'd like to go get a cup of coffee.
No thanks. I don't want to add to your problems. I'll stay right here. We ought to be getting a message by now. We ought to be getting a message, that's all. We have time to establish some sort of post. Don't you think so? Well? Oh, great.
Sir?
Bill, don't bother me now. I'm very busy.
It's the CV out here, sir. Billis. Commander Perkins over at Operations estimates that Billis's act this morning cost the Navy over $600,000.
600,000? My God, I'm gonna chew that guy out. Send him in here.
Yes, sir.
Let me know the moment you get any word. Just break right in.
Yes, sir.
Get in there.
I said get in there! Captain Brackett, this is Lieutenant Buzz Adams, who flew the mission.
Captain.
Hi, Adams. One man like you in an outfit is like a rotten apple in a barrel. Just what did you feel like? Sitting down there in the middle of Empress Augusta Bay with the whole damn Navy Air Force trying to rescue you. And how the hell do you fall out of a Catalina anyway?
Well, sir, the Japanese anti-aircraft busted a hole in the side of the plane. And I just fell out. The wind just sucked me out.
So I'm gonna assume that you deliberately hid in the baggage of a plane that you knew was taking off on a very dangerous mission. Oh, you had nerve enough to do that, all right. And then the moment when the anti-aircraft gun hit the plane, you just fell out. The wind just sucked you out. You and your little parachute. Billis! I don't think you jumped out. I think you fell out. Now, which is it?
Well, sir, it was sort of half and half. Get the picture?
Billis, this is one of the most humiliating things that has ever happened to me. Adams, when did you discover this man was on a plane?
Well, sir, we've been out about an hour. It was still dark, I know. Well, we were flying across from Marie Louise. The Japanese anti-aircraft spotted us and made the hit. That's when Luther, this fellow here, that's when he left the ship. I circled just once, time enough to drop a rubber craft. Some New Zealanders in P-40 spotted though and kept circling while I flew across the island and landed alongside that sub, but Joe and Frenchman off. By the time I got back, our Navy planes were circling in the air above the sky like a thick swarm of bees. They kept the Japanese guns occupied while I slipped down and scooped them out of the water. You know, you would have thought this guy was a $90 million cruiser out to protect or something. There must have been 55, 60 planes out there.
62.
You're not far off, Adams. Harbison tells me this thing's gonna cost the Navy about $600,000.
$600,000.
What the hell are you so happy about?
Nothing, sir. I was just thinking about my uncle. Remember my uncle I was telling you about? He used to tell my old man I'd never be worth a dime. Him and his lousy stuff.
Billis! What would possess a man to do a thing like this anyway?
Well, sir, a fella has to keep moving. You know, you get kind of held in. Well, if you're itching to take a trip to pick up a few souvenirs, you gotta kind of horn in. Get the picture?
Billis, how did you find out about it anyway?
Well, I didn't know about it exactly. It's just when I heard Lieutenant Cable talking to that fellow to Beck, I knew something was up. A project. That's what I like. Projects.
Billis, you've broken every regulation in the book, and by God, Captain Brackett are gonna throw it at you.
Sir, may I barge in here? My co-pilot saw this whole thing, you know, and he thinks that this fellow Billis with all those planes caused a kind of diversionary action. While the Japanese were shooting at our planes and at Billis, on the other side of the island, that submarine was sliding into that little cove, depositing Joe Cable and the Frenchman in behind those rocks.
Well, what the hell do you want me to do? Pin a medal on this guy?
Oh, I don't want no medals, Captain. But I could use a little freedom. A little room to swing around in. You know what I mean? Get the picture? Well, I'm just trying to help. Ow. I'm just...
Get the hell out of here!
Yes, sir!
Well, Iron Belly, what would you have done?
I'd have thrown him in the brig, and I will too if I get the ghost of a chance.
Sir.
And so we are here. This is the first chance to send news to you. We've made contact with all friends of mine, and we have set up quarters in a mango tree. No room for the lovely view. Plus the weather. Rain clouds over Bougainville, the treasury, Chase Zoom, and New Georgia. We expect rain in this region from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Pardon. Oh, my friend Joe corrects me. 0900 to 1400. And now our military expert, Joe.
All you Navy, Marine, and Army pilots, write this down. Surface craft, 19 troop barges headed down the bottleneck. Speed about 11 knots. On the path to Anarcha at about 2000 tonight, escorted by heavy warships. There ought to be some way to knock off a few of these.
All right, where are you going?
There's
I don't
no
want to miss this
indication of
takeoff.
activity
Going
at the
on
moment.
waves tonight.
22
Waves!
Betty, Twin Fire,
Have a chair,
600
Bill.
to the southwest.
You know what I like, Bill?
Fighter escort, not
Projects.
heavy.
Don't you?
Listen carefully.
Ceiling today unlimited. 33 pilots, zeros, have moved in from Greenville. Their cost is approximately 23 degrees. We believe heavy bombers will follow.
Got that? Well, gentlemen, here's the hot tip for today. 20 surface craft have been spotted heading southeast from Bella Vella. Christmas is just 2 weeks away. Let's give these two characters a present. Beautiful view, no ships coming back.
Sounds great to me. Let's go.
Sir, you just have to tell her something sometime. She hasn't seen it for 2 weeks. She may as well know it now.
Okay, send her in. I always have the tough jobs.
Captain Brackett, I know this isn't regular, but it's about Emile DeBeck. I went to his house a week ago to, well, you know how people have their arguments and then days later
Yes,
you think of a good
well, I
answer?
was-
Well, I went to his house and he wasn't there. I even asked the children. He has 2 little children. And they didn't even seem to know where he had gone, or at least I think that's what they said. They only speak French. And then tonight while I was on duty in the ward, well, we have a lot of fighter pilots over there. Well, the boys who knocked out that convoy yesterday, well, you know how fighter pilots talk about ambulance and wingovers and things? And, well, they never listen usually, but they kept talking about this Frenchman. The Frenchman said this and the Frenchman said that. And I was wondering if this Frenchman they were talking about could be my Frenchman.
Yes, Miss Forbush. I'm afraid it is. I couldn't tell you before, but... Well, if you wait just a minute, you can hear his voice.
Boys, where is he?
With Lieutenant Cable. Behind enemy lines.
Behind enemy lines?
Hello. Hello, my friends and allies. My message today must be brief and sad. Lieutenant Cable, my friend Joe, died last night. He died from wounds he received 3 days ago. I will never know on final record. I wish he could have told you the good news. The Japanese are pulling out and there is great confusion. Our guess is that the Japanese will try to evacuate troops from KFS Bronx tonight. You may not hear from us for several days. We must move again. 2 planes overhead. They are looking for us, I think. We believe that.
Is that all? Can't you get them back?
No, sir. They're cut off.
Poor Joe. Poor little Joe Cable. Captain Brackett, do you think there's a chance I'll ever see Emile DeBeck again? If you don't think so, will you please tell me?
Oh, Miss Forbush. There's a chance. There's always a chance.
I didn't even know he was going.
Of course not. How could he tell you? Now don't you go blaming Emile DeBeck. He's okay. He's a wonderful guy. Think he's got a chance, Bill?
Of course, there's always a chance.
Come on, you guys, let's get the hell out of here.
I can't wait. How do you know why you're here? I'm not sure yet. Probably up.
Yeah, I like that looks so cute.
I don't know. What's your wearing?
Oh, that red dress, definitely. Coming to the dance, Nellie?
What's the matter with her?
So sad. I don't know. No, are you gonna ask that one guy?
We're so scared.
Oh, I think I should. I'll come back so I can tell you.
right now, hear this. All units to Company Street that are waiting for transportation, do not change your position. We'll get to you as soon as your ships are ready for you.
Hey, Billis, let's head back, huh? Your gang's about a mile down the beach. Suppose they call our names.
Yeah, will they be ready for us to go aboard? No, they won't be ready for hours yet. This is the Navy. Look at that beach, swarming with eager beavers. 10,000 guys, all jerks. Hey, Marine.
Yeah?
You booked on one of those LCGs?
Guess so, why?
They'll shake the belly off you, you know. $5, and it's yours.
What is it?
Seasick remedy. You'll be needing it.
Aw, knock it off. We all got that. That stuff's issued. Who are you trying to fool?
These Marines are getting smarter every day.
All right. Stay with your own unit. Ensign, you too. Right, sick. Don't get so spread out around here. Trying to get this organized as quickly as possible. So stay with your own unit. Say, CB, you belong way down the beach.
Could you tell me where I can find Captain Brackett?
He's way up ahead of Company Street. You belong any minute.
Thank you. That's all.
Hey, stay in line. How many times have I told you?
Now remember, you guys are gonna volunteer too. Hello, Miss McGregor. You nurses going too?
Only a few of us. We're going to fly back some wounded.
Is Nellie going with you?
Oh, I don't know. She may stay back here with the hospital.
Thanks. Oh, Miss McGregor, you don't get airsick, do you? Because I was thinking, if you got $3 handy, you might be able to use this little package I got here.
Oh, that stuff's no good. We gave it up last month.
That's a female jerk. Excuse me, sir. You are, Billis, sir.
Oh, Billis. We're moving out pretty soon.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to do something for Miss Forbush, sir. The Stupot, the professor, and me was wondering if anything was being done about rescuing the Frenchmen off that island. Because we hereby volunteer for such a project. A triple diversionary activity. Just like the one I done to get them on there. Well, you could drop us in 3 rubber boats on 3 different sides of the island. Confuse the hell out of the Japanese. Get the picture?
That's very fine of you, Phyllis. The diversionary activity already started this morning before the sun came out. Operation Alligator got underway. Landings were made on 14 Japanese Hull Islands.
Did they get him? Is he alive?
Well, I don't know. We sent Lieutenant Buzz Adams up there to find out. He hasn't come back. But Billis, I think it's very unfair if he is dead. It's too damn bad a part of this huge operation couldn't have saved one of those guys that made it all possible.
Look at that beach, as far as you can see. Men waiting to board ships. The entire picture of the South Pacific has changed. We're going the other direction.
Captain Brackett, sir. Your last ready to take you aboard your ship.
You've got a ship, sir?
Yes. Harbison and I have got a ship. I'm no longer a lousy island commander. So long, Billis.
So long, Captain Brackett.
Oh, by the way, I never did get you in the brig, did I?
Nope.
Oh, I forgot.
Forgot what, sir?
Your unit will be on our ship. I'll be seeing all 3 of you again. Get the picture?
All units of Company Street, we are ready to load you. All nurses to aboard assigned planes. CBs to embark on Carrier 6. All Marines to LCTs. Any questions? Move out!
The big ones are the battleships, and the little ones are cruisers. Or destroyers, I can never tell the difference. Oh, and what on earth are those?
Speedboating.
That's right. They're all moving out, you see, because, well, there's been a big change. of us. Did you understand the word I said? Vos ne comprenez pas?
Sweetie, no comprends. Me.
Now, while I'm down at the hospital, you've got to promise me to manage everything. Everything put before you on the table. Sir La Tobler, Sir Lady Tobler.
So let's talk,
Now, Jerome, come back here and sit down. I say yahoo. Now, you've got to learn to mind me. Be nice to me when I talk to you because I love you very much. Now, Manger.
Jacqueline, Nelly.
No, I will not sing that song. All you want to do is make fun of my French accent. All right, but you got to help me. Dites-moi pourquoi la vie est belle. Dites-moi pourquoi. Pourquoi what?
La vie est gaie. Dites-moi pourquoi j'aimerais Mangez, Martina. Mangez, Nelly.